Welcome, Maurice. Here I'll be reviewing the IWC Pilot's Chronograph 41. Now let's jump straight into it with the dimensions. It has a case diameter of 41 millimeters. It has a lug width of 20 millimeters, a lug to lug of 50 millimeters, and it has a height of 14.5 millimeters. It has a screw down crown and a water resistance of 100 meters and sapphire crystal on the front and back, showcasing that automatic IWC 69385 caliber, which features a 46 hour power reserve. Now looking at the case, it has a classic Flieger or pilot style design with the distinct IWC shape. It's relatively simple, but its execution is so well done. It has phenomenal brushing and sharp distinctions when it transitions from those brushed to polished accents, as you can see there on the lugs and even on the bezel. Now the bezel is thin and frames the dial nicely, which allows for more dial real estate. Looking at the dial is a major selling point for me. The blue is so versatile, and guys, it represents different shades depending on the lighting. You know, sometimes it comes across as like a bright, vibrant blue, and other times, kind of like now, it can appear like grayish in tones, like a grayish blue. Both of which look outstanding. You know, they both look really great. The sunburst effect, see how it kind of has like this sunburst effect on it. It really allows for the color to pop and plays with the light really well. You know, when I look at the watch, the blue in conjunction with the sunburst, it really evokes the sky, which is fitting considering the watch is a pilot's watch. However, I can't help but feel a sense of the ocean whenever I look at this. You know, the ocean, something that contrasts that of the sky. And here's why. The subdials, okay, so the subdials share the same blue color, but they have like a ridge-like texture to them. If I can try to capture that there. See that texture? It reminds me of like little whirlpools. So 3 little whirlpools, 1, 2, 3. And you know, even though they're the same color as the dial, the sunburst in those subdials, it's in a different direction. Okay, so it provides excellent contrast and really shows off that magnificent color. So you really get all the shades of blue in there as it catches the light. And the layout of the dial is so well done as well. I mean, all the numerals are legible, nothing is cut off, and you know, for a chronograph, it doesn't look crowded at all. Okay, so look at that. Nice and legible, and doesn't look too busy, which I find that a lot of chronographs, you know, the dial looks a bit cluttered and a bit too much going on, but this is nice and clean. Now the hands are all cohesive. They share the same shape design, so they'll have that similar shape with polished borders, so all of them are polished. And it provides a nice contrast with the case. You know, the case is mainly brushed, and it's nice to just have those little polished accents to really catch the light there. I feel like it just balances out the whole watch. And the red second hand gives it a nice pop of color and character. And I really like how it's at the 6 o'clock position. Makes it nice and balanced, you know, symmetrical. Just aesthetically pleasing. Now the lume on the watch, it's a little disappointing, guys. If you are a fan of lume, it will be disappointing. You know, it's only applied at the 12, 3, 6, 9, and the hour and minute hand. Okay, hour and minute hand. It's, yeah, that's all the lume you're gonna get. And let me, I'll put up a lume shot. But yeah, you know, they could have added more lume, but just a missed opportunity, I feel. Now, the bracelet. Now, in my opinion, this is the best part about the watch, and this is the part that sold me on the watch, guys. So here we have a 5-link bracelet. Okay, it features brushed and polished finishing, but if you look closely, it has precise bevels on each link. Okay, it's hard to pick up on camera, but in person, guys, the bracelet is so well done. It's a really nice bracelet. And if you watch my videos, you know I am a bracelet guy. And it's also tapered. Okay, it tapers nicely, as you see there. But guys, it features a quick change system. Now, this is very easy to use. Okay, so if you look on the Endlinks, they kind of look different to your usual Endlinks. They have these latches here. Okay, so see how I'm like pressing on the latches, depressing them. Now what that does is, if I just press on the latch here, it allows me to just push up, and see, it just releases the bracelet. Okay, I'll show you that again. Oh look, to put it back, you just line it up with the spring bar, push down. Easy as that. Now watch. So I'm pressing it, and I can just push up. Nice and easy. Look at that. Hassle-free. It's so easy to change. You know, it's such a cool feature that I wish more brands looked into. And that's not all. The clasp. Now it's a solid clasp with pushers, milled clasp, right? Has a polished IWC logo there. Looks really clean, looks really nice. But that logo, it's actually a button. So see, I can press it. Now what that does is, it activates the micro adjust. So if you look underneath the clasp, there's the little micro adjust there. So if I press it, it allows me to slide the bracelet in or out to adjust it. So if you see there, okay, and if you let go, it'll lock it in place. Now this makes it super easy to change the size of the bracelet on the fly. You know, maybe if it's getting hot, your wrist will expand and you need that little bit extra room. Makes it really easy to do. You know, I love this feature. It's so well integrated. I mean, look at that. It's really well integrated. Here, I'll show you on the top side what it will look like. Look. Look at that. You see that? It's so nice. And the Endlinks, I like how the Endlinks also meet the case in an aesthetically pleasing way. Now, similar to that of a Rolex Jubilee bracelet, which is something I appreciate a lot. Look at that. It's like a nice seamless connection from the bracelet to the case. Now the movement, now to get a better view of the movement, I'll just detach one side of the bracelet for you. Alrighty, let's have a look at it. So here's the movement. We have the IWC 69385 caliber, which is just so cool to look at. And it is behind a sapphire crystal as well. It's just so awesome to look at. Nicely decorated. Now in terms of accuracy, mine's running well. I adjust it about like once a month, just to make sure it's still keeping accurate time. And guys, I don't have any fancy timing devices, so please don't expect much from me about accuracy, okay? I just know I adjust it about once a month, which is pretty good in my book. Alright, there's the movement. I'll put the bracelet back on, pop just like that, and let's do some wrist shots. Alrighty, so here it is on wrist, guys. I have about a 6.5 inch wrist, and this is a 41mm watch. So here it is on wrist. Now, being a chronograph, it will be, you know, much taller than most watches, but here it sits. It's nice and comfortable. The bracelet wraps around really nicely. Put it on my right arm for those who wear it on their right arm. Again, I have a 6.5 inch wrist. Alrighty, so guys, the IWC Pilot's Chronograph 41 is an outstanding watch, and I really like. I just really like it. I mean, I like the direction IWC is heading towards. You know, being a person with wrists on the smaller end, I never really imagined owning an IWC. But I feel like they're catering to more customers, and introducing more of their own calibers is definitely a good step forward. You know, overall, the watch exudes quality and has honestly made me addicted to Flieger style watches. Guys, I'm really addicted to pilot watches now. You know, I recently bought a Stover and I'm still looking for more. So if you liked the video, guys, be sure to subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next video.